Timberwolves clearly know how to dress. Getting off the bus earlier on, hoping to secure a win away from home. And the game arrival sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Giannis.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
The Bucks took a massive leap in coach Mike Budenholzer's first season in Milwaukee. Budenholzer said he joined the organization at the perfect time. The new facilities, the energetic fans, a great roster, ownership, front office, everything is set up to have great success. And he added, I feel fortunate to be the coach. Kevin?
The feeling, no doubt, mutual. Thanks, D.A. What great athleticism with both these teams. I mean, every move is so graceful, so skilled. I mean, majestic.
It is, Kevin. There's an explosiveness. There's this speed that is absolutely incredible to watch. Every possession up and down the floor could have the potential highlight reel.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Towns, Culver out there with D'Angelo Russell, and it's Okogie in at the 2. And for Milwaukee, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Matthews. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Here's Minnesota. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Yeah, and in winning that last game, they attacked the basket aggressively, drew a lot of fouls in that game.
Two things are a product of that. One, you shoot a ton of freebies. Two, the other team goes deep into its rotation. Neither one of those two things is going to work.
And the basket by Okogie.
Well, if you're going to play the point guard position, critical that D'Angelo Russell continue to develop that aspect of his game. Nice pass.
Now Bledsoe. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates. 3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
Here's Russell. Pass to Okogie. Here's Spellman. Lopez covering. Here's Towns. Bledsoe with the rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And the turnover again by Milwaukee. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You look at Houston. They sink a little bit here in the rankings. Still, though, remaining in the top 5.
I think Minnesota, they win one, they lose one. They think they're going in the right direction, then they seem to take a step back. It's been a season of inconsistencies so far.
Now, here's Culver. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn. The pass to Russell. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of this game. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And for a franchise searching for stability, it doesn't help that the Wolves have had a number of head coaching changes.
Well, obviously the Wolves aren't alone in that problem, Greg. I think it can be difficult to identify just the right kind of leadership. And when you do get someone like Greg Popovich or Eric Spoelstra or Rick Carlisle, you try to hold on for dear life.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Russell kicks to Culver. Pass to Towns. 6 on the shot clock, and the 3 ball is good.
On the catch and shoot, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of horse out there.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. It's a 3-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Bledsoe outside. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Here's Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Timberwolves leading by 3. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, out left of the wing. Here's a Kogi. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And Doris, last season, rookie Josh Okogie ended up contributing more than the franchise thought he would.
Yeah, he was terrific as a 3-and-D player for the Wolves. This guy could end up being the steal of the draft, sort of in that Robert Covington mold.
First free throw is good. About this time of the year, we hear early talk about end-of-the-season awards. When you're thinking about who you'd vote for MVP or whatever, Doris, when do you start giving consideration to those topics?
You know what's fascinating, Kevin, is where all the major awards are considered, particularly the MVP. It feels like there's a narrative that develops back when the season starts. The key as a voter, I think, is to sort of eliminate the noise, look at the numbers, consider the success of teams, and make your decision from there. You've got to make sure you're really doing your research.
And sometimes, am I right, it comes down to the final couple days of the regular season before a voter like yourself knows for sure.
Kev, I have cast my MVP ballot on the last possible day in each of the last 3 years.
Wow. And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Now, here is Russell. He had 15 points last outing.
And a brief check of the stats for Russell. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's putting up about 17 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Bucks trail by 5. Bledsoe looking around. And he banks in the layup.
Eric Bledsoe has the frame and the game to convert on the interior. Nicely done.
Now, here is Russell. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Pass to Spellman. Pass to Okogie. Over Matthews. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
You know, just what they were looking for right there. That's not a shot he's going to miss.
Bledsoe with it. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. And the pass to Middleton. Those three-pointers off the mark.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Now, here's Culver. Tight defense on him. Yep, it counts.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here is Bledsoe. Pass to Lopez. The dish to Middleton. Three-pointer. The shot missing. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Russell against Bledsoe. Russell kicks to Culver. Spellman the pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Over onto Kumbo from 8. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Minnesota leading by 7. And here's Culver. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Shots good by Middleton.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Matthews against Russell. Okogie for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint, here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
That's what you call high percentage right there, Kev. He is so hard to handle at point-blank range.
Pass to Spellman. He dishes it to Culver. Here's Spellman, guarded by Bledsoe. Spellman, no good. Bucks trail by 3. Culver with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Spellman the pass to Towns. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Towns has got 5.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl-Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Well, this is the first full year now for Ryan Saunders. Let's remember he was hired by Minnesota full-time after an interim stint last season. And boy, did the players love playing for him.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. And as we know, Doris, Ryan Saunders, the son of the late, great Minnesota legend, Flip Saunders.
Well, certainly the family has history with the organization, but in no way did Ryan Saunders get the job due to name only. This guy proved he can get wins from this Minnesota roster last year. For Saunders, he's known as a player development guy, and the ability to handle superstars is part and parcel to the job.
Now here's Beasley. 9 points last game. Just 5 on the clock. Towns kicks to Beasley. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Brook Lopez. The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. No doubt passing is a premium for this team game of the NBA. We love the individual star power, but it is a team game. Are there any playmakers out there that don't get, Doris, you think, enough credit for all that they do for their team?
Well, the first guy that comes to mind is a man that Steve Kerr described as probably the smartest single basketball player he has ever been around, and that's Andre Iguodala. The numbers in terms of his scoring, obviously not eye-popping, but his incredible defense and then his elite passing skills have been so critical to so many championship teams. Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Giannis. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lopez outside, and they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Kicks to Beasley. Outside, Towns. Here's Hernan Gomez. It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Lopez passes to Williams. On the wing, Hill. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Minnesota leading by 7. And Beasley, here we go.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Here is Ilyasova. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Beasley, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Towns. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Passes it to Layman. Towns trying to get open. The shot by Layman, no good. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Bucks trail by 7. Outside Korver. The pass to Lopez. Now here is Hill. He's guarded closely. Here's the floater. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Johnson. And it's off the back rim. No good. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Korver gets a wide open look. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Beasley, the pass to Towns. Back to Beasley. Down low. The 10-footer. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Come on now, this guy is so tough to contain. Karl Anthony Towns, such touch inside.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Lopez outside. Outside Williams. Pass to Hill. 4 on the shot clock. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Hill's got his second bucket of the night. Timberwolves leading by 7. He's guarded by Hill. And on Gomez down low. Working on Ilyasova. Towns. Rebound Milwaukee. Ilyasova's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Hill. It will not find the hoop. It's his third miss. He has made 2. Here's Beasley, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Timberwolves have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Beasley. Good on both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
For 3, Williams. That shot is off. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this. The former #1 pick overall in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns, spoke about the aspirations of this team.
Every single day we're thinking about how can we be the team that we need to be to not only make the playoffs, but to make it deep into the playoffs and give ourselves a chance of being a championship team. We have so much talent. We have great veterans. We have a great front office, a great coaching staff. So with all that on our side, we feel we have a great chance to find that way to success.
Yep, one step at a time, Greg. That's the mindset to have.
Yeah, you can't have too much too early. But with Towns leading the charge, this team is in great hands.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Ilyasova at the 4 with Lopez at the 5. George Hill out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Johnson outside. Here's Hernan Gomez. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing here by 8. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Now, here is Hill. Towns with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Pass to Johnson. Beasley outside. Drills it from outside. Beasley's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Shot clock at 6. Steps back and fires. And that one goes long. Minnesota leading by 11.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
Now here's Johnson. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Here's Hernan Gomez. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Williams finds Hill. To the middle. The kick out to Williams. And it's off from three-point range. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
Trying to get something going, and he lays it up and in. Hill's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you have to admire how Hill gets open in pick-and-roll situations. So clever in these sets.
He's guarded by Hill. Here's Towns. The shot, no good. Good D by Lopez. Hill inside. Here's Ilyasova. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, there's on Ilyasova, a bit of a journeyman in the NBA, Greg, the last handful of seasons.
Good motor on the glass, and he could chip in for a 20-point game every so often.
And that one misses. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
He's off on the second. Doris, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
Here's Middleton after the basket by Minnesota.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here is Russell. Passes to Okogie. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. They get it again. Bledsoe, the layup off target. Minnesota leading by 9. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. Here's Russell. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Russell passes to Okogie. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. You take a look at the Timberwolves. They're down in 10th place here in the middle part of the season. They'll need to make a move soon.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Layman, he's checked in for Minnesota. Russell from long range. Good D by Bledsoe. Bucks trail by 7. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target from three-point range. Here's Okogie, guarded by Bledsoe. The pass to Spellman, stolen by Middleton. Dishes to Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And now it's only a 5-point Minnesota lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Okogie. He has 6. Here's Russell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, D'Angelo Russell, one of the best mid-range scorers you'll see. He's got the floater game, the pull-up game, and with his arsenal, he can get a shot at any time.
And you know, Doris, another thing about D'Angelo Russell, he's not afraid of the big moment.
Kevin, he has proven that he is willing to take and make big shots. He doesn't necessarily beat you with tremendous athleticism, but it's his basketball skill that sets him apart.
Free throw good, Russell.
What we know about D'Angelo Russell is this guy is a dynamic, aggressive scorer. The key is he's got to extend his minutes playing under control. If he does that, lights out.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 6-point game.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
Minnesota calls timeout coming off that loss against the Nets.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
You know what? In the end of the day, it wasn't as close as it should have been. There were lapses all night that led to the deficit they couldn't overcome.
And let's take a second to recognize the rookies who have been doing a terrific job distributing the basketball this past month. 5th best, Jarrett Culver.
And he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran teammates really happy.
Russell against Bledsoe. Pass to Layman. He kicks it to Culver. Lopez with the block.
You have to be a fan of how Robin Lopez refuses to give any shot a free pass. He'll block and challenge anything.
That one goes. Count it. Now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Russell against Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 14 feet away. Another shot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Outside, Russell. Banked in off the glass. And now a 5-point Minnesota lead.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Bledsoe against Russell. Giannis outside. Back to Bledsoe from the arc. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's now 7 points for Eric Bledsoe. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Culver. Back to Russell. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
I'll tell you, you can't put your head down after a tough first quarter. You've got to keep fighting, and now he's starting to roll.
Bucks trail by 4. Bledsoe passes to Giannis. Matthews scanning the floor. Middleton for 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Well, nice job by Wesley Matthews to read the defense and put it on time and on target.
Now Russell. He's got 7. Passes it to Layman. Over Giannis. And that one misses from Layman.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 15. And they take the lead. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Over in the corner. Beasley outside. 5 to shoot. Over Matthews. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Sunday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
And Matthews gets it to go.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Russell inside, guarded by Bledsoe, and that one misses from Layman.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Hill in for Wesley Matthews. Timberwolves trail by 6. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. Outside, Towns. Over Lopez. Towns, no luck.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
He's guarded by Hill. Beasley outside. Now the pass to Culver. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo for the finish. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
He's guarded by Hill. Here's Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. No good on the 3. Beasley left side. To stop the run. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Well, that lateral quickness, right, really shows up on the defensive end for Bledsoe.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, it seemed like you all were dictating tempo in the first half. How did you do that?
Okay, we're getting the stops, grabbing the rebound now, just trying to push it, try to get the best shot available.
Problem solved in transition. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 21 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. Coming in on the heels of a whopping performance in their last game, he's had no let-up in that fire here tonight. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Well, the Greek Freak, he said in his interview that he's low-key. But you saw in the first half, he got that rare inner passion for the game. Kind of like Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan. They just destroy you quietly.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves, trailing by 10. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Minnesota, you've got Russell. Towns is out there with Culver. And it's Spellman in at the power forward position. Now here's Antetokounmpo after the miss from Karl-Anthony Towns. And good that time. Giannis has got the lead up to 12 now for Milwaukee.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
It takes discipline to stay down on the pump fake, and D'Angelo Russell enjoys using it to get that defender committed.
That free throw, no good. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. Towns, good on the shot. Towns has got it back down to single digits for Minnesota.
Well, the body control of Karl-Anthony Towns, just a terrific job to take the hit.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Bledsoe against Russell. Antetokounmpo dishes to Bledsoe. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 5 assists tonight. Timberwolves trail by 11. Now, here is Russell. He's got 8. Towns, the pass to Russell. Lopez with the steal. And it's the Bucks on the break. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You just love how Matthews distributes the ball, easily finding his teammates for open looks.
Bledsoe against Russell. Pass to Culver. Here's Spellman. Over Giannis. Spellman, no good. Bucks leading by 13. Middleton with it. 5 points in the game. Russell passes to Spellman. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. Here's Giannis. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Outside Russell. Right side Towns. Shot from 16. And that's off the glass and in. Towns has got 11 points.
Now, Karl-Anthony Towns reading the situation and finding an opportunity in the mid-range.
Here's Middleton, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Outside, Towns. Back to Russell. Stolen by Bledsoe. And it's the Bucks on the break. Matthews, no one around him, and Giannis gets it to go.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
And the Timberwolves call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low, and with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Korver's checked in, and a change for the Timberwolves. Johnson's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 15. And here's Russell. 8 points for him. Here's Okogie. Back to Russell. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 10 points for him.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Williams, he's checked in for the Bucks. Milwaukee leading by 15. There's the call on James Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below! You know, how about the big fella making the right play there to create that bucket?
The Bucks have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Free throw good. Giannis. Now Russell. He's got 10. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Here is Russell following the basket by Giannis. Pass to Okogie. They need this. Another miss by Minnesota.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
Can we remember that Kentucky team Eric Bledsoe played on? 8 future NBA players, including both All-Stars John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. Incredible.
So it's the Timberwolves now. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Russell against Bledsoe. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Hill in for Kyle Korver. Towns down low. Lopez is there. Johnson wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Johnson's got his 2nd bucket tonight. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
Timberwolves trail by 21. Outside, Russell kicks it to Johnson. Passes to Okogie. Outside, Towns. 5 on the clock. Okogie, the pass to Towns. Offline with his 3. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 36. And he makes good on the layup. Giannis has got 38 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now, here is Russell. 12 points for him. The pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. Russell dishes to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Milwaukee leading by 19 points. Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. Hill inside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Okogie. 8 points for him. Pass to Spellman. Outside Russell. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 15 points.
Boy, how about the anticipation from Karl Anthony Towns? Beats everyone to the spot and goes right back up with it.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. He has 38 in the game. Poked away and taken away by Johnson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And the basket by Okogie. He's got 10.
Impressive awareness from Karl Anthony Towns. Dependable at finding teammates with a terrific look there.
Buck shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Russell against Bledsoe. And the rejection by Towns.
A terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back. Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine, Kev.
Milwaukee leading by 13. Pass to Lopez. It's back to Hill. Looking to get back on track here. The rebound by Johnson. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. And the basket by Okogie.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here is Hill. 9 points in the game so far. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Bucks. Matthews comes in for George Hill. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Bledsoe right side. Beasley with the steal. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Matthews gets it to go.
Well, just an easy hoop, all set up by the passing instincts of Eric Bledsoe.
Guarded by Bledsoe. Beasley outside. Inside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
1:31 left in the third quarter. Bledsoe outside. Doesn't go for him. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 17-6 run. To the paint. And it's Towns missing. Bucks leading by 11. 56 seconds left in the third. And he recovers it. Bledsoe for three. And Lehman pulls it down.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Beasley, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Down low, Matthews. Outside for Bledsoe. Connects from three-point range. Bledsoe's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The dish now to Beasley. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Over Ilyasova. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Hernan Gomez. Now Bledsoe from deep three-point range, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Ilyasova at the 4 with Lopez at the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
At times, he's most dangerous when he's attacking the basket. Hard for defenders to rotate over fast enough to cut Bledsoe off.
Bledsoe with the defensive effort. Bucks leading by 14. Middleton outside. He dishes it to Matthews. Bledsoe outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots it up. That shot missing. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And the dunk by Towns.
And guys, when everything is working for Karl Anthony Towns, he can put up absolutely staggering numbers. What a performance here.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. Now here's Ilyasova. High post shot. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
The pass to Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Bledsoe's got 4 points this quarter.
You know this, Kevin. If you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
It's Beasley on the wing. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
So it's the Bucks now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Yes, that goes in. Timberwolves trail by 11. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. A 3 ball and another 3 for Minnesota.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Stolen away. To the inside. And Towns throws it down.
And when you thought this fourth quarter was simply a formality, all of a sudden the offense picks up
and now we have a game.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Russell, he's checked in for Minnesota. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
And how about the attitude Culver's playing with right now, doing his best to make things happen on that drive.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bledsoe against Russell. Shots good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, it doesn't get more decisive than Bledsoe right there on that drive. The ball handling skills to take him anywhere he wants to go.
Now here's Culver. Towns kicks to Culver. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Bucks. 22 is their biggest lead. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Bledsoe's got 28 points for the game.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Pass to Beasley. And here's Culver, defended by Ilyasova. Towns kicks to Culver. That 3 off the mark.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
So the wing on the left, Ilyasova inside the line. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And now an 8-point Bucks lead. Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Russell passes to Beasley. Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Middleton, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Matthews with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, Greg, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Milwaukee leading by 10. And Bledsoe, here we go. And that one's good by Lopez.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Russell. Left side, Towns. Russell inside, guarded by Bledsoe. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Towns.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Matthews against Beasley. It's Matthews on the wing. Middleton outside. Here's Ilyasova. And too long on the shot.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And then Culver with the dunk.
How about the force there from Culver, making sure to finish with power, leaving no doubt with that finish.
Milwaukee in the lead. Bledsoe outside. A beautiful reverse layup. Bledsoe's got 30.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Russell looking around. Pass to Beasley. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Middleton. And Culver pulls it down. Timberwolves trail by 10. Out to the wing. Here's Russell. Here's Towns. Out to Russell. Goes back up. That one doesn't drop. The Bucks go the other way with it. In the corner, Middleton with it. The three-pointer, no good. Minnesota's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Russell. Milwaukee with the rebound. Ilyasova's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now, here's Culver. Hernan Gomez down low, working on Ilyasova.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Bucks leading by 10. Bledsoe outside. Nice D from Russell. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now here's Matthews. Following the miss by Jarrett Culver. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ilyasova's got 4 this quarter.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Now, here is Russell. Culver kicks to Russell. Stolen by Bledsoe. And the layup's good off the glass. Bledsoe's got 32 points.
Boy, more points for Bledsoe. This guy is a big-time talent, big-time athleticism. What a combination.
Passes it to Towns. Shot left block. That one misses. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. Ilyasova. And Ilyasova throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And the Timberwolves call time here. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Now, here's Culver. Back to Russell. Second shot opportunity. Here's Towns. Lopez with the block. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And there's the pass to Towns. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this, Greg. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Here's Russell, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And that one is good by Beasley.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Giannis with it. 1:29 left in the fourth. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Of course, some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed. The free throw drops for Towns.
Boy, when you think about the skill that Karl Anthony Towns has, and you realize he's just getting started in the league, his future is truly off the charts. By the midpoint of his career, we could be talking about him as one of the most skilled big men to ever play the game.
Wilson, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And with the offensive tool set of Karl Anthony Towns, Doris, he could see MVP consideration in the future.
Well, what we know about Karl Anthony Towns certainly is that each and every night he has a major impact for his team. And consider, he's still growing as a player and ironing out some areas. But this guy is going to be a star for a long time, no doubt.
Hill, no good. Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Milwaukee.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Russell finds Towns.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both.
Make no mistake, Karl Anthony Towns has all the skills necessary to be amongst the best players in the league. What a problem he poses for defenses, guys.
Here's Connaughton. Rebound, Minnesota. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Culver, and then Culver with the dunk.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.